Good morning, everyone. I'm Sarah with Fisher Price Ranch. First off, please don't forget to subscribe. So today I'm going to show you guys what we do. I have a lot of people ask how I travel with my goats. I don't have a trailer, actually up until recently. Let me show you guys. So I ended up just I think a week ago. I didn't share with you guys because it didn't dawn on me, only because I can't use it. But check out what we got. We have officially a 2-horse trailer so we can haul our goats. So that's pretty exciting, except for one factor. So this is my vehicle. It is a Jeep Liberty. And as you can see, there's no tow hitch on it. So even though we own a horse trailer, we cannot use the horse trailer to haul goats. So I have a lot of people that ask me how we haul our goats around, and I put them in my Jeep. So people have been asking me for a video on how we do that, how they travel, and so here it is. So let me show you guys how we prepare the Jeep for the goats to go in. Alright. So, as you can see, we put a tarp down. Now the tarp, we have doubled it up, so it's folded, so there's a couple layers in there. I always keep a gallon jug in here because you never know and you don't want to get stuck with your animals without water. And twine, because you never know if you have to tie them out. And then I got to change these out, but we use puppy pads instead of shavings. I used to do shavings, and I used to do old wasted hay in the bottom to soak up any urine, but then my car was full of hay and shavings and it was very hard to clean. So we started using puppy pads, and as you can see, they're pretty good size, so I only have to use about 4 of them, and they're meant for pee, so they hold all the pee, so it keeps the car clean. I did have a box built that I put in here, but we ended up using it for Zara with her puppies, and so yeah, we can't put that in here. But anyway, so this is how we travel. And then the nice thing is because we put our seats down, these metal pieces that the seats actually lock into are really sturdy. So if we have a crazy goat, we can tie a lead to their halter right to these metal pieces, and I have one on each side, and that keeps them more contained. The only problem that we have had is sometimes goats like to try and climb in the front seat with us. So sometimes we'll have to tie them. Now I have noticed though that when we travel, if they are tied, they fight being tied, and they could break a window with their horns. So depending on the goat and how they are as soon as we get them in the car will depend on if we tie the goat or not. Sometimes they'll just lay down. Most goats travel well, and they just lay down once you get moving. Alright, so today what we're doing is Sig Tipsy, S-I-G Tipsy. She has had about 6 or 7 weeks since she delivered that single buckling, and then he passed away the next day. So we've given her over a month and a half to kind of recover, and now we're going to go ahead and rebreed her. She didn't have to nurse a baby, she didn't have to do anything, so her weight, she never lost any weight. She looks really good. We just gave her time to clean out and just kind of relax before rebreeding her. This will be the first time that we rebreed single birth mothers this year. We're going to see how it goes. We don't normally do that. We normally wait till the next year and then breed them again. But because we had so many singles this year, it was just a big bummer on our kidding season, and we do want to try and fix that. So we're going to be rebreeding our singled out does later on this year. But Tipsy's first to go, and then also Marsala did not take the last time, and so she is currently in the breeding pen with Wrecker. So I'll show you them real quick, and then we're going to get Tipsy loaded in the car. Alright, so we moved Wrecker and Marsala into our quarantine pen. So they're there. Marsala, we decided, because she wasn't taking and we don't know her history, we decided to breed her, treat her the same way we did coconut cream, because if you guys remember, it took forever and we almost gave up many times with coconut cream, but finally she's pregnant. And so we treated Marsala the same way because, like I said, we don't know her history, we don't know what's happened to her in the past. So we treated her for ovarian cysts, and then you could tell by her udder she's had kids before. And so we went ahead and gave her a big dose of antibiotics in case there's any factor that's causing her to not be able to get pregnant. And so she's finally over all of her treatments, and so this is our first chance to see if it has worked. So the end of her treatment was to be given Lutalize, and that actually puts them into heat within 3 days. And so today's day 2. As you can see, she's not quite ready yet. We went ahead and gave the same treatment on the Lutalize to Tipsy, so that way they would be bred about the same day. So we're going to take Tipsy over to a friend's house and get her bred by Charleston Chew instead of bringing him here, because now I don't have a breeding pen since we changed our mind and put Wrecker with Marsala instead of Charlie.
Okay.
Alright, so when we move our goats, they actually have halters just like you would with horses, all different sizes. So I brought out 2 different sizes. I'm not sure which one's going to fit her, but it just makes it easier to move them other than grabbing them by the horn and just yanking them over. So we're going to see which one will fit her. I know. Easy girl. Good girl. Easy. She's got a pretty big head, so I'm going to try the halter that's already on here. Goes over the nose and behind the ears. Easy, babe. Easy. You don't want it too tight, but tight enough that they're not going to get out of it. That one will fit. Alright. So now I'm going to show you guys how we can load a goat by yourself. Alright, you can pause it or hit the button for now. Easy. Alright, so the way you load these is you're going to have something like the metal bracket that we talked about if you're going to load by yourself. So what I do, because most goats won't just jump in unless you get really lucky, so we just slide it through there to get her to where she can't go backwards, and we're going to get her all the way up to the car. And then if they won't move, sometimes you can grab a hold of their tail and just lift upward, and see, they'll move forward. So now that she's up to where she can't back down anymore, we're going to lift a front leg, and then the other front leg. And then you're going to tighten your strap again so they can't put their front legs down anymore. Okay, and then what you're going to do is I just use my arm and I kind of heave-ho the back end. Come on. There we go. And she's in. Sometimes you'll just have to fix your puppy pads a little bit. Come on, girl. And then she's pretty okay in there. Most goats, you could tell if they're going to be okay when they travel or not, because they'll immediately try and jump back out. Those would be the ones that you'd want to tie. So since she's not, we're going to just leave it loose. It can move in and out of that bracket. And but I leave it on her, so that way when we get to our destination, she's already on the lead and we can easily grab a hold of her. Alright, so as you guys can see, she's laying down now. We've only gone about a half a mile from the house, so she'll probably travel that way the whole way there. We're only going about 30 minutes away.
Yep.
Alright guys, so we've arrived at our friends. Hi. This is Marlena and Dave. Hi. So they own Charlie now, so we've brought Tipsy over to see him. Come on, girl. Come on, Tipsy. Come on, girl. they don't like getting out of the car. So you have to drag them out. Come on. Come on, girl. Okay, hop down. Good girl. Let's not carry that.
You have a D-pad with you? You are shedding.
Oh, horribly. Definitely got to brush it. All right, girl. Okay, girl. Okay. Oh, I know you're excited.
Dave will go in and distract Bingo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's flagging a little bit. You gonna get red today, huh? Come on, Charlie, help him out. Good boy. Alright.
Look at you, I spoiled you.
Look at him, he's right on it.
They know what to do. She's flagging a little bit. So if you guys remember Charlie back before when he was still little, you can see he's grown quite a bit. He's a nice big boy now.
Yeah.
Come on, Charlie. She's probably going to check things out before he's ready. And before she's ready.
Just don't let me mark my territory.
Yep.
See, now I'm pooping.
Alright, well Tipsy wasn't quite ready to breed, but we are going to go ahead and leave her here and come back tomorrow. That way she doesn't have to do multiple road trips. But hopefully tomorrow she will get bred by Charleston Chew. Alright you guys, well thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this helps you guys in case you don't have a trailer to haul your goats. You can use a small vehicle with a tarp and some puppy pads. But anyway, thank you so much and we'll see you next time.